From stripping to rapping to drug distribution charges. That is the story of Erica Banks as it stands today. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta cast member arrested in DeKalb County on drug distribution charges. Brookhaven police arrested her during a traffic stop Monday. She was booked into the DeKalb County jail on a charge of possession of a Schedule II controlled substance with intent to distribute. Police said that she had MDMA, also known as ecstasy and marijuana, with the intent to distribute, and both are felony charges. Now, there was someone else in the vehicle, right? There was someone that was driving the vehicle whose name was Amani Durton. And a lot of people may not know this, but that happens to be Erica Banks' girlfriend. Now, police said that the car had a dealer plate and the VIN showed it had been stolen out of Atlanta. Now, this has not been the first time that Miss Erica has dealt with the law, as she was arrested back in August down to the Atlanta airport, right? Due to a stolen handgun inside of her luggage. Now, listen, excuse me. Erica, you need to watch that girlfriend that you with. At the time that Erica had this whole arrest situation down to the Atlanta airport, not once did I think about that girlfriend. Now, I don't know if you had the girlfriend pack your bag and she just threw the gun in there or something, or if that's something that you did. Y'all weren't thinking. I don't know what y'all were on. Maybe it wasn't supposed to be in there, but they're also saying that the handgun was stolen. What is going on? Now, Erica, I'm just going to say, I know you were sick of the men. Right? I know you was tired of the men that was taking you down through there, but ever since you got with this young lady, honey, she been taking you down to the jailhouse is what it's given. Just a little piece to me. And I really do hate that for you, right? You being a pastor's daughter, all right? You being in the strip club, making it out. I don't want to go back, Stevie. Don't send me back, right? To you rapping, you're doing love and hip hop, and then now you're getting caught up in these things here. Did you know the car was stolen that your girlfriend was driving is what I'm wondering. And were those your drugs or were they the girlfriend's drugs? Girl, listen, you might have to go ahead and separate from her and get you a good attorney, okay? And make sure that attorney is aware that that was not my stuff, that was her stuff. Y'all probably gonna end up flipping on each other. I don't know. But this girl done met your parents, shook hands with them and everything. But keep in mind, whether you're a man, woman, whatever, people do that all the time. They'll be in your parents' face, shake your hand, shake their hand, smile, all of that, and do you all kinds of dirty. That's just how people are. But again, I don't know if these were the girlfriend's drugs or not. They could have been Erica's, whatever it was. She was guilty by association. She was in the vehicle, and they both got in trouble for it. Okay, they could have found it under her seat. Not much telling. Don't want to put it all on the girlfriend, but what I am highlighting is the fact that ever since you got with her, it's been some drama. Okay. And I do mean legal drama, not so much as social media drama, but legal drama. You might have to take a break from this young lady and go find you another girlfriend, because this right here ain't it. It's just not it. Okay. I don't know what's going on with you, but I definitely wish you the best of luck. From my understanding, the girlfriend was pulled over because she had, like, I guess the tent was too dark on the vehicle. That's what made the officers pull her over. If I could be real honest with y'all, I said this many years ago, and one of my friends kind of I can't remember if she looked at me crazy or she kind of like just said, "Nah, I don't believe that." I can't remember which one it was, but I've always believed this. I feel like, you know how the police have like the little monitors and they can scan and they can check how fast you're going with your speed. I always felt like they could indicate how much drugs are in your car. I don't know why I always felt like that. I feel like when they scan, they're not just scanning for speed, they're scanning to see if there's any type of highlight of substances in a person's vehicle that may be over the top. Now, sometimes they may just find some things when they search in a car, but also I feel like, yeah, they able to see inside your car just a little piece and see what you got. I've always felt that way for years, years, years. Always felt that way. Especially when they would make some of these drug busts or whatever, people just driving along the roads. I used to be like, how do y'all know to pull them over in particular? Granted, it could be a ton of research. Y'all have just been watching them. It could be that. But if the person has never encountered y'all before, how did you know to pull that car over? You know, I don't know. And I hope I'm not the only person that's always thought that. And maybe somebody that's close to the situation could like confirm that down in the comments and let us know. Like, yeah, you on the money. Okay. They do have that type of technology. But what I'm talking about is I was thinking about this like before 2010. I made the assumption that that technology was already around. And I do feel like technology is often around well before they release it to the masses, in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been tested at that point until they perfected it and then finally released it. And now that it's something that the officers can do. But I feel like they had it way back then. But, you know, that's just my personal. Y'all leave your thoughts and comments down below because y'all got her on the dark tint. And I'm like, because I think she ended up being arrested at night. So yeah, I get the dark tint because you aren't supposed to have dark tint. But was she doing the speed limit and y'all was just checking the speed limit or something like that? I just really kind of wonder what the whole scene was just a bit. You know, maybe they could have just pulled her over for the dark tint. What's going on? And then they found out additional information on the spot, like, oh, you got drugs in the car. Oh, this car is stolen. Or did y'all have that little beam out checking its speed and y'all caught something on that camera that was giving drugs and decided to let her know, hey, we're pulling you over because of your tint. Like, oh, as we pulling up on her, we see that her tint is too dark. So we're going to add that on you too. I don't know. Leave your thoughts and comments down below about that. Next thing I want us to get into is I think I'm going to talk about Kimora. Kimora Lee Simmons. She and her daughters are coming back. Y'all remember Kimora? I believe it was called, and forgive me if I'm saying her name wrong, but I believe her show was called Fabulous Life or something. Kimora Lee Simmons, My Fabulous Life. I think it was something like that is what it was called. But either way, she and her daughters are coming back to television. Okay. They are going to be coming back to television soon. And I'm not even really here to talk about that part. What I'm really here to talk about is remember when her daughter, Aoki Lee, was out here. It was two different things she had that went viral, right? One of the situations was the fact that her and her dad were at odds. She came out, kind of exposed some things with their relationship, their dynamic. And also someone uploaded a photo of her with this like 60-plus-year-old man, it appeared to be, overseas. It was very, very weird, very interesting. Actually, it wasn't weird. It was just cringing, honestly, for me, because I hate to see older guys with real, real young girls like they're like, ugh. Anywho, it just gives so much of predatory to me. But aside from that, Kimora did do a sit down and a podcast, and she kind of touched on the dynamics with her daughter and her daughter's dad at the time and how she was feeling about that. And then she also kind of talked about a little bit of the situation as it pertains to her being caught out here with that old man. Okay, so we're about to go ahead and get into that. If you have not liked the video already, go ahead and do so, and we're going to check out this video.
And your daughter, Aoki specifically, has been kind of vocal about having like drama with her father. When she kind of made that public, how did you feel about that?
It hurt me a lot for her. Just like I was just saying about Kenzo, I kind of felt it in my stomach. And I think you feel for your kids. And in this day and age, there we go again with that. Because back in the day, we didn't have this. But I think nowadays things play out more in the public eye and more kind of immediate. And you can press this thing on your phone and it goes live and it starts flashing this thing. And then you can see anything you want. Like, how crazy is that? Right now, someone could pull my phone, just press record, and I could just put it right here. And the whole world could just see like what we were doing right now. And that would be so cool to them. And in fact, I do that sometimes. We all do that sometimes, right? And it's the coolest thing. But like, think about that if that's a breakup or a fight or parents or whatever. Even though I will say that's a category and a whole thing on its own. And that pains me as a mom. But I just try to be there for her and try to support her. She's super smart. I think we've all seen that. She graduated early from Harvard. She's deeply thinking and feeling. She's not a liar. She's not lying. But that was definitely a time. And I felt for her. What could I say? I'm right there in the trenches with my kids at all times. I know what goes on. I think they're very protective of me and of the family unit as well. And I'm sure sometimes that feels like it could be a burden for any kid. I'm sure it's a whole mind thing. And I'm right there with them throughout it all.
Aoki also had some other press that I have to ask you about, which I was shocked. Even
which one?
With the 65-year-old man.
Oh,
are you going to talk about it on the show? It was a big deal, like for pop culture, by the way. Like it really exploded. I feel like everyone saw it. Everyone saw it. Those photos.
Why though? Why is it a big deal though? Because if you look back, okay, well, first of all,
like, why is this stunning, young, hot, beautiful?
True, you see that all the time. I think we don't count these ages. I don't think we count these ages of people of what they really are.
I mean, it's not like she was seen with like Leonardo DiCaprio. You know what I mean? It was like a 65-year-old. Like,
isn't that the same?
As like Leo?
No, he's going to say, I am not 65 and I don't look like that. You're right. I'm not saying that about Leo. I'm sorry, Leo. I'm not saying that. But I just meant older man. To me, that's the shock of it all.
Was this when she was...
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's the shock of it all. Like, she's in her 20s. Why is she with this old? And it's not even so much as her. It's what does this old man want with this younger girl? Like it's cringe. And I do understand when people are like, oh, this person seems wiser beyond their years, and I get that. But a 65-year-old and a 20-something-year-old have nothing in common in my personal. And I do want to look up and just make sure that I know how old Aoki is. Let's see. Aoki Lee is how old? She's 23. 23? Girl, she barely into adulthood in my personal, and she's dealing with a 65-year-old man. And I'll be honest, and it's really no disrespect towards their family. It's just really me being honest. Listen, it's given the way Aoki came online and she talked about her dad and him not being there and not being able to financially support her and all this and that. It's given to me just a bit. It makes me feel like Aoki is doing what she has to do to survive. And I'm gonna let her do her hustle. Do your thing, okay? And again, this is just my opinion. It's not a fact, but that's the only thing in today's time for me as to why I would see a younger person with the older guy, and the older guy is totally okay with being pretty much pimped out or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if it works, then get what you need to get, girl. Get what you need to get, I could have sworn there were times where Kimora came out and she talked about her situation as it pertains to she and her daughter's dad, who was, quite a bit older than her. Of course, dealing with power dynamics, manipulation, and anything else that happened in that relationship. It's like, maybe could your daughter be dealing with the same thing? Like, I don't know. I'm going to continue to listen to more of what she has to say about this, but I'm kind of cringing, but it's not my child. It's y'all's situation. And also, whether we like it or not, she is a grown girl, but it looks a mess. Let's keep going.
Traveling during your filming?
No.
Oh, it wasn't the same time?
No, I feel like that was like a couple years ago already. I feel like that was a while ago.
That was 2024. Like April 2024.
We're almost in 2026. Yeah.
Like April 2024. So like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Well, a few months, we'll be in April again. So it'll be 2
years.
Yeah, that was a while ago. We didn't know.
What does that mean? That was a while ago. Let me let her talk, because I'm feeling like you're trying to brush it off. Because honestly, y'all, she's not really answering the question about how she feels about her daughter dating that man, right? What she did do was more so highlight, age is the shock of it. Like, it sounds to me that she was saying like, oh, we make a big deal out of age. Like, oh, wow, he's 65. Like, whoa, right? And then now she's shifting to, because the young lady is trying to pull in more information out of her. Like, okay, like she's mentioning certain things. She's like, oh, well, that was a while ago. That was like, we're about to be in 2026. Like, girl, she said it was years ago. It's like, no, it wasn't, ma'am. This was last year, girl. Yeah, we're almost in 2026, girl, but we're not there yet. Okay? But mama's like, I'm not answering that. But we'll see. Maybe she will. Maybe she'll answer it. So let's keep going.
You didn't discuss it on the show. What was your reaction to that in real time?
I let my kids make their own mistakes. Like I said, that's the whole thing we were saying about living out your life in public.
I can respect
that's very, very, very tough. I don't even think that was a moment for them, though. Or I should say the opposite. I think it was just that, a moment. I don't think it was anything else. I didn't even know this. First of all, I know this guy, but I didn't know this guy in that capacity, like with my kid, or that you were even dating my kid, or even, I know this guy growing up myself. He's a restaurateur.
Right.
Like I don't know, I don't want to get into troubles legally, but I think his reputation probably precedes him. Is that okay to say legally?
I think so.
Reputation precedes you. So I was learning some of these things as I went along too.
Were you like, what the hell are you doing, Aoki, or no?
I was, but I didn't say it in that way because it was this fast that it blew up to be so much. And so then you can't be the mom that's like, what the hell are you doing? But that definitely was the thing. But it went.
I definitely understand what she's saying. Like, it's blowing up. You already being scrutinized. You don't want to be the parent coming in there and scrutinize her even more, cussing her out, saying all kind of things or whatever the case is, right? You want to meet her at a different level, I would think, to gain some understanding or whatnot. So I understand what she's saying. But that guy, you knew this was her daughter. You knew this was her daughter. I need her daughters to know who they are. Y'all might have to start doing a bit more research on these guys before y'all date them. Okay? But again, she wasn't expecting that. I mean, how it looked when they were on that beach, I don't think she was expecting paparazzi to catch them up and to be putting photos out there of them. I don't think Aoki was expecting that. I mean, they don't really do that to them anyway, right? But I mean, she got caught out there, so I don't know, I gotta be a bit more careful, but let's keep going.
From 0 to 100 really quick. And I was like, Aoki, I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't even know this was a thing. I found out when the world found out. So that was what was so shocking. And you can't say as a mom, and I've learned all these crazy things, you can't give the, I told you so right now. You can't give the, what the hell are you doing right now? You can't give all those things right now.
She was going through it.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot for her.
Yeah. But I do think in general of those kind of things, I feel like, and having gone through not exactly the same, but similar, that big age gap relationship, let's just call it that, I do think it's predatorial.
Thank you.
We said all of that to get to.
Woo, thank you. Because I was concerned. Kimora. I'm not going to hold you. I'm like, I feel can relate. Let's not justify this. So I get it, ma'am. Let's keep going.
What Kimora thinks about it, I think that's predatorial and kind of crazy.
Totally.
Thank you for that. Thank you for saying that. Was there anything else she was going to mention?
Jumping to you. Are you single?
Okay, boom. So we're getting into her relationship status and stuff, right? Thank you, girl. I'm glad that you said all of that, though, to say that it was predatory. Like, it doesn't look good, right? I also appreciate you letting us know a little more information that you already knew this man, but you didn't know him in the capacity of dealing with your daughter, and his reputation precedes him. Now, does reputation precede you always have to be a bad thing, though? Let me know in the comments, right? But anywho, that is what's going on. In this case, it sounds like it's a bad thing. All right. So I'm hoping that the relationship is now over. And if the relationship or the situation or whatever they had going on is over, I wouldn't even discuss that on my show. I mean, maybe she could show a quick sit down because it is a viral moment. It is something, obviously, that this interviewer asked about, and probably others would have potentially asked about, but maybe they weren't filming at that time, and maybe they just started filming, so it wasn't a need to address that back then. But I feel like when you're doing reality shows, they can always go back and recreate moments and discuss and talk about it, because again, it was something that happened within a year. So if they filmed earlier this year, it happened within a year. So it's okay to like discuss it and recreate the scene or reenact it or whatever the case is. But all in all, some part of me is like, girl, I'll leave it where it's at too. And I'll keep moving forward, act like I don't know. Like it's over now. He's not a part of this new family show. It's giving more fun, lighthearted. So I'm not trying to go down that lane. Right? But it is what it is. I don't think it's going to be a part of the show. Anywho, let's get on to the next thing, because who else I want us to get into is let's talk about Gelo Ball, y'all. We have to go back to Gelo Ball because he did a podcast. First of all, for the people that do not know, Gelo Ball is the brother to NBA players Lonzo Ball. I'm not sure if Lonzo is still playing, but I know Melo, from my understanding, is still playing. And he was recently with NikkiBaby. Okay, he was recently dating NikkiBaby of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. He had 2 children with her, left her shortly after she had his daughter. Okay, and he moved on with a young lady named Rashida Nicole. While he was with Rashida Nicole, things started to spiral shortly after they got married. I believe they got married in like April or sometime in the spring of this year. Shortly after that, things started to fall apart. Okay. She ended up being pregnant. She just had their baby not too long ago. She came out with a statement pretty much exposing him for lying on her and not being present and supportive throughout her pregnancy and stuff. She chose to not have him in the birthing room with her because she didn't want him to use it as like a photo op or whatever the case was. Like she really laid into him about some things. She did take accountability for her actions, and she apologized to NikkiBaby and stuff. And as she should have. NikkiBaby did support her, through her pregnancy. She understand what she was going through and stuff. So I'm glad that those 2 ladies are on good terms. Now, since this story has blown up, Gelo Ball took to the podcast, the family podcast, to talk about this situation at hand. And it seems like he has regretted doing what he did to NikkiBaby, y'all. He is regretting it. He is also painting Rashida out to be, I kind of felt like he was trying to paint her out to be controlling just a bit, in my personal. And he also made it seem like she was the one to kind of force him into marrying her. Y'all know I don't really believe that, right? I feel like, sir, you're a grown man. You're a grown man. A lot of the decisions you made was because you chose to, and you marrying that young lady had nothing to do with her forcing you to do so, but everything to do with you trying to continue to sock it to your baby mama when you know that was the very thing that she wanted with you. She wanted a family. She wanted to be married to you. Y'all talked about it, even though you were kind of like, la, 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 right? She would say in different sit down interviews, whatever y'all did, she would say that that's something that y'all have talked about. So when you went to go and marry Rashida, you did that as a socket to you moment to your baby mom who had just had your daughter like a few months prior to that. Like, that's some shady, disrespectful, low down, I don't know what else to say, but understand till you do right by me, okay? Type of stuff that's going on there with you, sir. And the crazy thing is, right before this conversation, they were talking about therapy. Now, I have to go back and catch that part, but it seems like people were recommending therapy to Gelo back when he was at UCLA and he wasn't interested. Baby, you might need to go get it now. Okay, it's never too late for you to go and tap into that. But in the meantime, let us hop over here and check out exactly what it is that's going on with this situation here.
Before we get into it, that's what I'm saying. I want to know what happened initially with Nikki.
When I was with Nikki, right?
When you removed yourself and moved into a different area, what exactly happened?
Before why? That's
what the world wants to know.
We was going like not agreeing on type. Like she wanted me to live in Porter Ranch. I wanted her to live on my shit. Like just like stuff like that. Like no, like grown up shit. I guess.
Okay.
Where we was gonna live? Where these niggas gonna go to school? Like who gonna?
Not that's what you call your kids. Where these niggas gonna go to school? Unfortunately for your Jamie, don't do that. Don't do that. Let's press play. My bad.
And when we leaving for work and all that shit, I don't know. We was just talking a whole bunch of shit over, going through it, and then I don't know, nigga. I don't know. If I could redo it, I would. I was like, shit. I'd have whooped my own ass for real. Like I'd have stayed there.
That's respect.
But you know what I'm saying? Nigga,
it was just a rat. It just was like.
I told her that though. Nikki cool with me. Like I told her straight up, like nigga, I was tweaking. I ain't got no excuse for that shit or nothing. But yeah, if I could redo it, I wouldn't do that shit.
Did you ever confide in like Aunt and be like, yo, am I tripping?
No, I can't ask niggas. Like I didn't know. Like
let me tell y'all this. That man is now regretting his decision. Let me tell you, I knew he was gonna regret it, but I didn't know it was gonna be this fast. I know people are wanting or saying they're back together. They recently went to, I can't remember whose daughter. No, I think it could have been their daughter's birthday party or something like that. It was some kid's birthday party. I think it was NikkiBaby, one of NikkiBaby's kids, her daughter, because I think she had her daughter last year in December, and then he pulled that stunt by the end of January, February. Yeah, so I believe it was their daughter's birthday. They were together, of course, celebrating the kid's birthday. People was wondering if they were together or whatever. I don't think they are together. Is it possible they will be back together? Very possible. In my opinion, I mean, he's the father of her kids. They got a lot of life ahead of them dealing with these children. He's realizing the mistake he made. I don't think she should really take him back unless he's in therapy and really shows some real changed behavior, possibly. But nah, I think NikkiBaby, keep doing what you're doing, living your life and being a great mama to your kids. Like, let him figure that part out. Let him get his mind right. Like, tick him off. Like, I'm not going to say tick him off, but see how he reacts to you again when he's upset or mad and y'all not even together. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. But also, one thing that Rashida said in her message was that he had another girlfriend, right? And with that other girlfriend, he said, oh, you need to change the baby's name because it's too close to me and my new girl's name. So, I mean, what? The new girl, like, huh? I don't know. That's what he said. Real weird, though. The baby name ended up still being Lilo. That's just what it is. So I'm like, do you have a girlfriend now? And if I was the girl, well, let me not. I think the girlfriend should be mindful. If you're sitting up here on this platform, first of all, being mindful of what happened between him and the two girls to begin with. In addition to that, listening to him regret his decisions right now. So I feel like there's still a desire for him to be with his first baby mama. Okay? That's what it sounds like to me. And just how he handles everything overall. Like, you sure that's what you want? If you are his girl, I think you should have started separating Don't attach your brand to that, honey. But anywho, let us keep going in here. What else he has to say?
I'm one of them dudes, like, in my own world, nigga.
Yeah.
Not even knowing what I'm really on, like.
Right.
That's why I said I had to tap in. Like, when I really start thinking about what I'm about, I'm like, this shit trash.
I'm trying to see how did the marriage happen? That's what I want to know. Like, no way you was just sitting home one day and y'all was just like, fuck, let's just go to the beach.
I ain't gonna lie, we never talked about this.
All this shit was like in a 2-week span, nigga, though, of straight terrible shit, though.
I want y'all to know we haven't talked about this. Yeah. Like, we literally have not talked about this.
It was in a terrible shit of like, I had 2 terrible ass weeks, nigga. I don't know how to explain this shit.
But around the best time of your life,
you need to explain it.
Nigga, I was fine. Like, I don't know. Shit start going south like that. Like, nigga, I don't know. I did make some dumb ass.
This is what I feel. I think stuff started to switch once that second baby came and he didn't want no second child. I don't know what it was, but I feel like, yeah, I think that's when stuff kind of like switched up. He did not want, in my personal, a second child because of what I probably required of his energy to go into the first one. Then now here you are all over again, and you decided to just jump ship instead of dealing and supporting the person that you with. Now you done went over here and created another child, and it's a mess, honey. And you know what? He told NikkiBaby in January or February that that girl was pregnant. Now I don't know if she lost the child or not, but it seemed like she may have gotten pregnant after y'all got married. Or that's probably the reason y'all got married was because she was pregnant. That's crazy. Let's keep going.
That's decision, but I do feel like, I don't know, nigga. Like, I feel like she was like, I pray you die every day. Like, she might have been on some ill shit, nigga, because I couldn't think for real. And I'm going through the motions with her ass. Like, she like, I'm gonna do this. I'm like, whatever. All right, cool, whatever, nigga. Cool. Yes, getting whatever, nigga. Just doing anything. She like, we gonna get married. We gonna do all this. I'm like, nigga.
But how did you end up
doing that?
How did you end up in the courtroom though, brother? Cause
right.
She drove me.
He does not know how to communicate. I don't even see how y'all got this far. Okay, it had to be the looks, cause it's not the communication.
Nigga, I'm out there about to cry in the whip. That's what I'm saying. No, you feel what I'm saying though? Like, nigga, I felt disconnected type shit. Like, I'm like, all right, nigga, like, I'm telling her, like, I don't want to get married, nigga. I don't want to do none of this shit. But then I was like, I'm doing it, though, nigga. And I did not understand. But I, like, sat down one day, nigga, and my eyes started leaking. Like, oh, like, my shit dripping on the floor. I'm like, hold on, nigga. I went upstairs and talked to her ass. Like, hey, you got to slide. I ain't gonna lie. Fuck you.
Yeah.
What? So you down there crying, emotional, because, yeah, you crying over NikkiBaby and how you done took this L. Okay? Now you crying and then you go upstairs and tell this girl, ooh, baby, the pain she about felt inside to think everything is good and it's not. You got this child in you and now he putting you out the house. Ooh, woo. Some child is crazy.
The L's on the chin. Tell everybody leave. Clear that bitch out. Side guy go. I don't know, man. I had to reset my shit, though. But I'm cool. I felt I got off track. I don't know. I was doing dumb shit for like 2 weeks, bro.
For 2 weeks, sir. For 2 weeks? So you married her and after 2 weeks you let her go? Something not right about that, but I do know they showed up to the beat. So I think they got married in like March or April or something. And then they showed up to like the BET Awards. And I think somebody asked him to give her a kiss and he kind of like turned his head like, I ain't finna do none of that. You know why he ain't do that? Out of respect for NikkiBaby. Because ain't no telling what he was probably texting NikkiBaby. Okay? And trying to show that he really ain't into her like he thought. Whatever. Girl, and she tried to just laugh it off. Tried the way that man played in your damn face and you let him. But I do feel a piece of bad for you because, you know, you are going through it. But you did put somebody else through it. So it's just a piece, girl. Just a little piece, but not a whole piece. Because most of the sympathy is over there with NikkiBaby. Honestly, truly.
Got a question? I just forgot, but
okay.
I mean, I remember that's refreshing to hear, man.
It is.
My question was, what is? Because I've never heard you talk about it. Because I was like, bro, there's no way that you just go through.
I can't, niggas just gonna jump to the shit.
I know, like,
you dumbass nigga. Oh, she had you like, nigga, she ain't had shit. To be honest, I don't like her ass. Like, nigga, to keep it a band. It's just like,
how the hell did that happen?
How that shit, nigga, I don't know. I don't have the
She
answer
put that
for that.
fire on you, boy.
Not
I cannot think of his name, but the one sitting next to the right of Lonzo, I hate because he was a part of the Ball in the Family show a lot. I love him because he gonna be logical for real life. Like they can get to the point. Like, how did that happen? What? You don't even like her, but you went and married her? Like, I'm loving it. Like, yeah, hold y'all, boy. Y'all should have held him more accountable a long time ago. Okay? Like, that's just crazy.
That, bro, I don't even know, nigga.
She had you locked up.
She was lying and shit. Yeah, a whole bunch of bad shit.
She was lying? She was lying? She was lying? I can't.
And leave.
But when you met her, though, like...
She promoted.
You enjoyed the time with her, though. Because you seemed happy when you first met her.
I'm just saying, it's cool. Like, this shit happened, and then I got through it, passed it. We cool.
Right.
That's that, man. I can't go. I'm not about to rant about her ass on here.
I feel it. We just want to know, because, like, we
never talked about it.
We never talked about it. So it just was like...
the pod, though, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
At the end of the day, for everybody to know, like, what's happening day to day is crazy.
Yeah. Like, we giving you opportunity to speak your truth. Because I feel like with some of these platforms, man, they didn't really know your side because you haven't been able to explain that. Like, you haven't been able to talk about it yourself, right?
I think personally, from the outside looking in, the way you did Nikki was definitely wrong, for sure. But with that being said,
Thank you, Lonzo.
There was valid reasons for you stepping too, though, that people don't know about.
People don't know.
Stepping on who? On Nikki or on other girl?
Going through our shit, but that's normal though. Like, we could have got through it and stuck it out. Everybody gonna do the same shit. Cause I came to her ass and she started arguing.
Nah, I gotta go back just a little piece. Cause what did he say? Is reasons for him stepping on who?
Regret the decision that you made, though. Ultimately.
Yeah, mainly cause the kids though. Like, nigga, I would have stayed.
Hold on.
Too, though, that people don't know about.
People don't know about.
Already going through our shit, but that's normal though. Like, we could have got through it and stuck it out. Everybody gonna do the same shit. Cause I came to her ass and she started arguing in 2 weeks, doing worse shit. So it's like, nigga, whatever.
But you regret the decision that you made, though. Ultimately.
Yeah, mainly cause the kids though. Like, nigga, I would have stayed home I'll thug it out for real. I'll talk it out with Nikki and just stay home and be with them niggas. But now it's like this now. But it's cool.
Respect.
Shit.
ZO2 cents, right?
Yep.
What the people been waiting for. It's been some weeks since we...
That's crazy as hell. Girl, that man said he would have stayed home, child. Hopefully the people learn a little something from this man. But y'all know Miss Rashida had to come back because she said, y'all think I'm not going to say nothing? I am. Okay. She said, I hope y'all see how much of a clown he really is now. None of it makes sense. She says he can never take accountability for nothing. Well, he just took accountability for doing her wrong and regretting the decision that he made. Sound like it. At least he took a piece of accountability. It sound like a piece for NikkiBaby, maybe not with you. She says, no one forced a grown man to do anything. I agree. Just like I can't force him to be a dad. I know that's right. She said, #deadbeat. That is insane. That's what she said. I was looking at the comments on this post that she made, and some people said, nah, boo, we been knew he was the clown. You the one that's just not finding out. Girl, I ain't got no more, I tell you. I tell you that. I tell you that. I ain't got no more. Okay. Listen, you guys leave your thoughts and comments down below about everything that we got into on today. Of course, I'm JamiThatsMe. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share your video. Share your comments, okay? Share my video. Leave everything down below, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can fill a pool with